Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at a Yeardle puzzle. 3 more events that took place in the same year, and I'll try and guess what year that was. Now, a super flare from the sun, I mean, that could kind of have happened at any point in history. That's not really specific to a specific era. But the fact that it mentions Germany and Korea does narrow it down somewhat. I'm assuming that is modern day Germany and Korea, which means we can't be talking like ancient Roman times because they wouldn't have been called by those names. Middle clue, the Doge of Venice. Okay, so that would have been at some point when Venice was around, although I'm not sure that narrows it down. And Byzantine troops doesn't really narrow it down. I think the Byzantine Empire lasted for a while. And the bottom clue, I don't know when the bottle of Conquerul is. That's definitely not how you pronounce that. At least people now know that my French pronunciations are just as bad as my Hungarian and Japanese and all my other pronunciations. Anyway, I don't think these events happened anytime recently. They're going to be at least, let's say, at least 8 centuries old. Maybe. But the question is, are they going to be around 1200? Or are they going to be a few centuries earlier even than that? I mean, I could be wrong. It feels to me like it's going to start with a 1. It could be like 800, but I think 1300 is more likely. I'm going to start 1225. Why not? Let's just go exactly 8 centuries ago. Oh no! Nowhere near! Okay, so we'll jump earlier. That is more like it. Oh dear. Not my best first guess. But at least we're getting closer. We can take smaller jumps. How about if I took a smaller jump the other way? Ooh, that's miles away as well. So it's between 9:45 and 10:25. So let's try 9:55, I guess. Again, that's why I specifically chose that year. If we're at least 11 years off, it can't be 11 years earlier. So it's got to be 11 years later. So it's between 9:65 and 9:95. I think we'll try 75. It's between 86 and 95. Interesting. Let's try 88. I don't want to try 990 because then it'll just tell me I'm a few years off and I won't know if to go earlier or later. Okay. That's at least 3 years off, so it's between 991 and 995. I've got a 1 in 4 shot here. Normally I would go for the year that's a multiple of 5, but I'm going to go 994. Let's be a rebel. Oh, it was 992. It was the other even year. That's a shame. That means I was 233 years off on my first guess, which is worse than my average, but it's not as bad as I was fearing it might be. When you're over 200 years off on your first guess, you could be millennia away. At least it wasn't quite that bad, but it is a failure. We did get close. Let me know if you got even closer. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.